The Fix Your Fatigue podcast. Whether you can't get out of bed in the morning, your energy crashes throughout the day, or you're a biohacker looking to optimize your energy, productivity, and focus, this podcast is for you. I am Dr. Evan Hirsch, and I will be your host on your journey to resolving fatigue and optimizing your energy. And we'll be interviewing some of the top leaders in the world on fatigue resolution. Welcome. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fix Your Fatigue podcast, where we're on a mission to help 1 million leaders, executives, entrepreneurs, and everyday people take their energy to the next level so that they can have more fun and success in every aspect of their lives. Today, we're going to be talking about hypnosis and optimizing your energy with my friend, Dr. Ezzat Moghazy. So let's learn a little bit about him. So Dr. Moghazy is a passionate hypnotherapist who enjoys working one-on-one with people in beautiful Colorado in person and online. He takes pride in the difference he has made in so many lives. Using scientifically proven techniques, he aims to discover the root of the problem and create long-lasting, effective change. No matter what issues you're facing, get ready to free yourself from the negative subconscious blocks that are holding you back. For the past 20 years, he has treated thousands of people around the world. As a former physical therapist, he understands the interaction between the brain and the body. The scope of his practice includes hypnotherapy, past life regression therapy, HRV biofeedback, and natural medicine remedies. He is the author of Quantum Medical Hypnosis, an Extraordinary Breakthrough in Treating Stress, and the Red Book, How to Heal Yourself and Others, Reiki 1, 2, and 3. Dr. Moghazy, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
You have such a wealth of knowledge. I was looking at some of the programs that you have, and there's Native American, there's Reiki, there's the hypnosis. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and your training and how you learned so many of these different modalities to help the people you help?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the whole story started from day one in school. I fall and I broke my leg. And I stayed in the hospital for 6 months. My mom stayed with me the whole time. And I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. I mean, this is the time when you're supposed to go out and play. And I stuck in the hospital for that long. And I told mom, well, when I grow up, I want to become a doctor so I can help people to heal faster. So they don't have to stay in the hospital 6 months. This is a terrible idea. Well, he said, oh yeah, I think you can do this. You can do this. I said, well, where's the best doctors in the world? She said, in America. I didn't know anything about America at the time. But I said, well, when I grow up, I'll go to America, become a doctor, so I can help people to heal faster. And this is where my passion started, to learn and helping people. And still I'm learning and teaching and sharing the knowledge and experience. And I'm so grateful for this beautiful country and this wonderful opportunity to be able to heal the world one person at a time.
Brilliant. Well, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so glad you're going to be sharing with us today all of your many gifts. So let's start off with the subconscious mind. Can you kind of explain to us, like, what is the subconscious mind and how does it influence everything in our lives?
Certainly. So first, it's very important to understand the terminology of subconscious, unconscious, beneath the conscious. They're all the same. It's just different names. And with this foundation, it doesn't matter if we said subconscious, unconscious, beneath the conscious. They're all beneath our conscious awareness. Now, everything that you do in life nowadays as an adult has been already established in your brain as a little child. Everything, your behaviors, your knowledge, your experience, we call it the known and the unknown. Everything that you're familiar with and everything that you are unfamiliar with. That space is huge. Some research said it's about 95% of your brain capacity. And that's really, really huge. Others said it's about 80%. Some said 75%, but they all agreed it's really huge and it's bigger than our conscious mind. And therefore, you have this treasure box, if you will, that is hidden inside you, that has all the answers for all of your questions. Everything that you are thinking about consciously right now is already have establishments and foundations unconsciously. Now, because the unconscious is controlling everything in your life, we know the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is controlling your vitals, your breathing patterns, your heart rates, your digestive system, and all of it happened without you thinking. You don't sit there and think, let me digest faster today. Oh, what about my breathing? I'm going to control 24 hours, my breathing, my heart rate, my all that stuff, right? Now, you can do that consciously, but not forever. Therefore, you have this unconscious place of yours that's doing all of these things in your behalf, even while you sleep, including every struggle you have in life, every fatigue, tiredness, inability to access wealth, health, relationships, whatever that is for you, it's all hidden within your unconscious. Now, there is a problem here. The problem is you have a critical mind of yours, judgmental brain, that is sitting there and watching the whole time, even while you sleep at night. And this brain is designed to protect you, to keep you safe at all time. So every time you try to access your unconscious mind alone without knowing what you're doing, your critical mind will say, wait a minute, where are you going? Well, I'm going to my unconscious mind. I want to bring some wealth or something. No, 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 no. Go back to your conscious. Go back to your 5% conscious brain. And this is how you get scared. You build the fear, the false emotions appearing real. And then you start to build, because you're so smart, you're so clever, you start to build what we call it the misunderstanding or misuse of imagination. And when you misuse your imagination, you create an anxiety. So an anxiety is this inability to imagine what is possible for you because you're not familiar with it. You're not, it's kind of foreign concept to you to become rich, for example, or to become healthy, or to become strong, or have a great relationship. It's unknown to you, and therefore you have this misuse of imaginations building an anxiety over and over time. And when you build that kind of emotions within you, your physical body has to respond to that. And the response to that is really interesting, very, very interesting. We call that physical manifestation. So the physical manifestation is your body mirroring what's happening inside your mind. And therefore, everything you do, your physical body is just not going to work very well for you because you have this huge space within you that is controlling everything that is happening in your life.
Wow, great explanation. So then the next question naturally, so this is affecting everybody, is that correct?
Correct, absolutely. Every single human being is experiencing the same thing. We all went through the same development, same procedure, except we have a perception, different perception about the same exact thing. Now, it doesn't make one right and the other wrong. It's just make it a perception. That's why in Native American medicine, they call it the rule of opposite or the circle of life. They are just completing each other. They're not against each other. They're not fighting against each other. No one is wrong and the other right. They're just completing each other.
Brilliant. So let's talk a little bit about quantum medical hypnosis. So how can it access and influence the parts of the mind that we can't access consciously?
Absolutely. So in the very beginning of my career as a clinical hypnotherapist, I get to try different techniques, different modalities of hypnosis. Some were direct, others were indirect. Now, not everybody is accepting suggestions the same. Therefore, it's really hard to allow people to accept suggestions, especially if they rejected them even before they start. Therefore, you have to think, oh, out of the box. We can create something completely different that actually helping anyone, regardless, either they're emotional or physical, if they are right brain, left brain, if they are critical, if they are physical, it doesn't matter because quantum means unifications, unified. You have two hemispheres, right and left. Both are working together at the same exact moment. and they are bridging with each other. Now, it doesn't mean that you're thinking dominantly right or dominantly left. It means that you are only left or you're only right. That's not true. We all know that. So there is a percentage in each side that is helping you to survive, to connect. Therefore, you need a quantum, a unified technique to help you to bring those two together in a state of mind. We call it coherence. Now, coherence was a new concept in hypnosis that we've been able to measure during my research. And we've been able to measure it using cutting-edge technology. It's called HRV, heart rate variability biofeedback. The heart rate variability is measuring the space between each and every heartbeat. That space is an indication of your stress level and also an indication of your coherence, what you think and what you feel. When you think something and you feel something else, we create what we call it incongruency. You are not in the same agreement. You think, maybe it's a good idea to be rich, but then you feel, oh, but I never felt it. It doesn't make sense to me. Or, oh, I want to lose weight and I be healthy and strong, for example. That's your thought. But you're feeling, oh, but I never experienced that before. I don't feel good about that. So you reject that. So you create conflicts within the self. Therefore, you need a way to create that connections. And that's what we call it, the coherence. And that's why it's medical. We can measure it actually. And when we can measure it, and I just want to clarify something about the word medicine, because the word medicine has a lot of conflicts. Most people don't get it. The power of that word is really, really powerful thing. And I'll explain it to you from the Native American medicine. So medicine means your inner power. That's what medicine means, inner power. And that's why each and every one of us has the medicine within the self. When the doctors, you know yourself, you're a physician, when you prescribe a medicine for a patient, you enhance their inner energy, their inner medicine. The medicine that you give them, the medications that you give them from outside, accelerate the process of healing, make it quicker, make it faster, make it without complications, without suffer. And therefore, I have a very huge respect for modern medicine. And also ancient medicine come to this table to create a wisdom, an understanding. This is not one thing or another, but it's all together. And that's why we need that hypnosis. That hypnosis is a phenomenon. It's not a therapy. It's not a technique. Nobody invented. It's a phenomenon. It's a natural phenomenon. Just like sleep. Each and every one of us experience it and still experience it and will experience every single day. It's a very natural phenomenon. And therefore, it's called quantum medical hypnosis. It's a way to help you to access your inner energy, your inner power, to enhance it, to control it, to take it to the next level.
Brilliant. So, and I was going to ask you about defining hypnosis. You talked about it a little bit, but would you just say it again, just for clarity, and kind of talk a little bit about the difference between like stage hypnosis and clinical hypnosis?
Most certainly. So let's talk first about the myth, the things that people are kind of have doubt about. The hypnotist or the stage hypnosis that meant for entertainments, meant for fun time, but not for therapy. It's not a therapy modality. Unfortunately, most people relay or kind of connect hypnosis to that, but that's not the case. Clinical hypnotherapy, in the other hand, is meant to treat, to help people to heal from within, from that place within the self that's called the unconscious mind. It's usually happen in a private office. It happened in a clinical environment where the patient is confident and confidentiality being kept sacred, and also helping the person to access that part of their unconscious mind with no judgment, with no critique, with no analyzing to their behaviors. Obviously, in clinical hypnotherapy, we don't do people bark like dogs or run like chickens. It's just not the case.
Right. Excellent. And you have complete control, like the client or the patient has complete control during hypnosis, right? You're never going to cluck like a chicken or bark like a dog if you don't want to, correct?
Well, that's so true. In fact, you actually gain more control when you access the unconscious mind using the quantum medical hypnosis. Why is that? We explained at the beginning. You have huge part of you is called unconscious mind, the part of you that is hidden, and you have no way to access that part consciously. It's just not possible, because the critical mind will stand in the middle and say, "Where are you going?" "Well, I'm trying to access my own unconscious mind." No, 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 no. Go back to your conscious. You cannot do that. It's not possible. And that's actually the biggest definition, or the difference between hypnosis and meditation. When you are meditating, you're consciously aware of your actions. You're consciously aware of your behavior. You're consciously aware of your way of responding. When you are in hypnosis or accessing the unconscious mind, you are altering your state of mind. You access the delta. The delta brain frequency is the deepest state of hypnosis possible. Therefore, you can go away from this critical mind. You can kind of go through that judgmental brain that's just been holding your back for so long, for so many years. And therefore, if we want to define what is hypnosis, really, hypnosis is a phenomenon, natural phenomenon. It's just something that happened by itself. When you are in a deep state of hypnosis, you achieve what we call it the REM, R-E-M, rapid eye movement. Rapid eye movement happen to people every single night naturally while you sleep. Why is that? To create the disconnection, disassociation between you and your physical body and your brain. So your physical body get to heal, your physical body get to rejuvenate, refreshed. Guess how long the REM lasts for? 10 minutes. That's it. So if you sleep 8 hours or 10 hours, it's 10 minutes. When you come to hypnosis therapy, you achieve that 10 minutes, the REM. And that's exactly what you need. When you wake up from the hypnosis, people say, "Oh, wow, that hour felt like 5 minutes. That went really fast. But I feel very refreshed. I feel very energized." Why is that? Because they have achieved the REM, that space where you can allow your body to heal naturally.
Thank you. So one thing that we find in our clients who are suffering with low energy and fatigue is that they have a lot of limiting beliefs, or they've got some emotional barriers that are keeping them down. Some of these are fear, some of them are anger, sometimes it's anxiety. What are, in the people that you see who have low energy, what are some of those blocks that you've seen?
Well, the blocks is not a bad thing. I want to start there. So people will have kind of comfort and kind of sense of peace with these blocks. So they won't be scared. So they won't create that fear, the false emotions appearing real. Blocks are really good. They're pushing you forward to seek help, move forward, achieve success. Part of you is telling you right now, but these blocks are heavy, are really, really heavy. Some of them maybe 900 pounds. And I've been dragging this 900 pounds for so long. In fact, I can see the chain. It's a very heavy, long chain. Now, how can you set yourself free from that long, heavy chain? I'll guide you today in a very powerful quantum medical hypnosis technique, and I'll guide you through this process to let go of that heavy, heavy rock.
Brilliant. I'm excited. So I got one more question for you, or maybe two, and then we can dive into that. How much time do you need for that?
Well, whatever time you have, I am dedicated this time for you guys today.
Okay, great. Well, a couple questions. So you talked about HRV, or heart rate variability, and how when it's high, the number is higher, you are more coherent. Is that correct?
Correct.
And so what do you recommend for increasing somebody's HRV?
So the most important understanding of HRV, or heart rate variability, is your heart, your lungs, and your brain. These are the three powerful pyramids foundations of HRV. Now, when you start to build that foundation, or understanding that what you think, how you breathe, and how your heart rates is going, is how your HRV result will be. The goal is to have a higher number. The higher the number, the more space between each and every heartbeat. And when you have more space between each and every heartbeat, guess what? You breathe rhythmically. Your breathing will follow that rhythm. And when you breathe rhythmically, your thoughts, that train, that fast, quick train, will start to slow down. We call that reverse psychology, reverse reactions to the old habits, because the old pattern is thinking quick, 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 fast, 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 fast as possible, and then bring all these things together. And you know that didn't work, and it will never work. And so now when you create that gap, you create a space. How to do that? You start with what you have the most control over, in which you're breathing. You start by breathing. It's very simple. I'll teach you a very powerful technique today. Are you ready?
Yes.
Now, I want you to breathe in the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold all that air in every gap, every space in your body, around your neck, underneath your chest, beneath your arms, every gap possible. Just hold that air there and let go in the count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do you feel?
Relaxed.
Good. Imagine doing this every hour. I'm not asking you to do miracles. I'm asking you to do what you do anyway. You're breathing. That's why you're alive. That's why you're here. All that you need to do, just flip the coin. The counting is really, really important. When you count slow in the 4 in and 8 out, you're sending signals to your brain saying, I am safe, I am secure, I am able to let go easily and slowly. Your brain will send another signals to your body through 2 powerful hormones, serotonin and dopamine, saying, oh, I feel good hormones. And guess what these hormones will do? They will open your vessels, create vasodilatations. And when your vessels are open, vasodilatations, your heart will do what? Slow down, slow down. See, that's the second pillar. And when your heart starts to slow down, your heart is directly connected to your brain through the long, long cranial nerve, vagus nerve, saying, hey, brain, we're good here, we're good. The brain will be like, oh, I think we're good. Okay, slow down that train of thoughts, that race. I don't need to urgency, I don't need to run. There's no line, it's chasing me. I am safe, I am secure. And this is how you rewire, reprogram your unconscious mind.
Thank you. So you mentioned that was like the second pillar. And so is that part of the 17 that you have in the quantum medical hypnosis techniques?
That's a good question. So the 17 self-hypnosis techniques that are available in my book, Quantum Medical Hypnosis, are designed to help different people with different symptoms, different outcome. And therefore, you cannot really practice the 17 exercises at once. What I suggest for you to start simple. Don't overwhelm yourself. Start with the one thing and master it. And once you finish that, then go to the next one, and then go to the next one. The reason why I have 17, so during the research I did, I found 17 different behaviors, 17 different perspectives, 17 different mindsets Some people are critical. Some people are physical. Others are emotional. You will see these 17 different varieties. And for each and every one of them, they are covered with a different technique and different strategies. And one of them that will help most people is the 3 pillars: the breathing, the heart rate, and the way of thinking. We call that the state of coherence. If you can just do that, you can just do that once a day, once in the morning and once at night, you will create a wonderful, wonderful mindset for yourself.
Excellent. And so, okay, so you told us about the 17, and you told us about the 3 pillars. Okay, great. So let's jump into the practical portion that you offered, which is great. We have about 5 or 10 more minutes left. Will that be enough time?
Absolutely, yes. I'll show you how in 5 minutes you can achieve a state of coherence.
Let's do it.
All right. So what I would like from you to do is, before you listen to this portion, don't drive a car or operate heavy machinery, because you will experience a wonderful, relaxed state of mind in just 5 minutes. Now, what I would like from you to do is give yourself a permission to close your eyes. Because when you close your eyes, your mind will be open, wide open. And imagine with the power of your imagination, as you're looking up to the top part of your head, that there is a window, sliding window, and the window is opening. Slowly though, as the window is opening slowly, sliding window, the sunlight is coming through that window, deep down into your mind. And breathe in and out, deep and slow, 3 to 5 times. And allow that fresh air to come inside your mind, and just feel the air on your face and the warmth from the sun on the top of your head, tingling down behind your ears, through your neck, into your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Drop them down as possible. You'll experience something really interesting, that your chest is also dropping down, and your back muscles are also dropping down, melting away. Your arms, your hands, your fingers become limp and loose. 10 fingers you have, and 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your hips, your knees, your feet are relaxed. Your toes are relaxed. As you feel your toes are relaxed, just nod your head yes, please. Excellent. You're building a mind-body connection now. And I want you to forget about that fully and completely, because from now on, you will feel even better and better. You'll feel more energized, refreshed. You'll feel more and more comfortable as you disconnect yourself from your surroundings, the noises, the sounds, and the voices. Even my voice I want you to wonder, because now you have no meetings to attend or people to answer or anything really to do, just for 5 minutes. Think about something make you smile, whatever that is. Maybe a situation, an event, a person. When you see you smile, maybe a kind of food. When you see you smile, when you smell you smile, maybe a drink, perhaps a song or a movie, perhaps something when you touch, it just makes you smile. Perhaps your dog or your cat or something else. It doesn't matter what it is. What matter is it makes you smile. And I want you to anchor that smile by squeezing your right thumb and your right index fingers together. Each and every time you bring those two fingers together, you'll smile. That's right, because smiling is good. It's good for your heart, it's good for your mind, it's good for your body, and good for your life. And now, I want you with this beautiful, lovely smile to bring it up and out with you so you can use it in everyday life. 0 is always deep sleep, but 1 is a wonderful feeling. 2 and 3, whenever you are ready and your unconscious mind is ready. At 5, you will open your eyes, wide awake, at unsuggestible state of mind, feeling wonderful, relaxed, calm, energized like never before. Thank you.
Thank you. That was quite lovely.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And let's see if I can finish this interview. I'm so relaxed. And and a lot of the suggestions that you were making are encouraging in the body. You can use those for different physiologic processes as well. You talked about like vasodilatation before, but like you can build up more mitochondria and increase the number of mitochondria, and you can boost up the hormones that may be deficient, increase the detoxification of the body. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
Wonderful. And you've got, yeah, that was really lovely. You're very good at that, and your voice is perfect for it as well. Yes.
Okay.
All right, great. So let's talk. You've got a free gift for people in our community, which I'm
Correct.
so grateful for. This is crazy valuable. So we're going to drop the link below and in the show notes. And so you want to tell people what this is?
Most certainly. So this is a small gift to say thank you for being you. And it's a $50 gift towards any audio hypnosis available on My Best Healer audio hypnosis library. And the code is $50, $50, uppercase, no space. And you can use that towards any audio you prefer. And I hope that you will enjoy it and have a pleasant experience and wonderful life.
Yeah, and just to give people an example of what's available, there's things for joy and happiness, relaxation, self-confidence, stress, love and acceptance, anxiety, immunity, optimism, life purpose, so many good things. Smoking relief. I saw one for tinnitus, which is a big problem for people in our community because it can come from mold and other infections. Self-actualization, sleep. So lots of really great opportunities. So I definitely encourage people to check that out. And if you like what you hear, where can people go to learn more about you?
they can go to mybesthealer.com. They will learn all the information that they need. The website has the email address, the phone number, and also the contact form. And I'll be more than happy to help the community and supporting them. And just I want to say something even more now. I would like even to offer your community a free consultation for each and everyone come from your community. I'll be more than happy to help and support them with any questions they might have in mind. I'm here to help and serve.
Brilliant. So definitely check out mybesthealer.com and get connected with Dr. Moghazy. That's all I got. Any last things you want to say to our audience today?
I would like to say to every single person out there, just remember that everything you need is already available within you. Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, thanks so much for joining me here today and providing a ton of content to our audience. I really appreciate it. And keep up your wonderful work in the world.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I hope you learned something on today's podcast. If you did, please share it with your friends and family and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. It's really helpful for getting this information out to more fatigued people who desperately need it. Sharing all the experts I know and love and the powerful tips I have on fatigue is one of my absolute favorite things to do. If you'd like more information, please sign up for my newsletter, where I share all important facts and information about fatigue, from the foods and supplements to the programs and products that I use personally and recommend to others so that they can live their best lives. Just go to fixyourfatigue.com/newsletter to sign up, and I will send you this great information. Thanks for being part of my community. Just a reminder, this podcast is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional care by a doctor or other qualified medical professional. It is provided with the understanding that it does not constitute medical or other professional advice or services. If you're looking for help with your fatigue, you can visit my website and work with us at fixyourfatigue.com. And remember, it's important that you have someone in your corner who is a credentialed healthcare professional to help you make changes. This is very important, especially when it comes to your health. Thanks for listening.